When I see you and you want me to see you, when I hold you and you want me to hold you, when I love you and you want me to love you, that makes me happy. Oh, yes it does. When I touch you and you want me to touch you, when I sing to you and you want me to sing to you.
Got your stars.
When I
Murali Coryell.
Yes, hello Patrice.
How are you?
I'm great. Glad to be here at the historic Bethel Woods in Bethel, New York, the original city of Woodstock. And today, this weekend, is the 50th anniversary of the original 1969 concert.
Yes.
And I'm here to see my brother Julian Coryell, who's playing with Blood, Sweat, and Tears today, one of my favorite bands of all time. Also, we just met the members of the Edgar Winter Band. I just walked by Ringo Starr's dressing room, so it's pretty cool. And I'm playing here tomorrow with my band, going on before Santana and the Doobie Brothers. So it's truly a great weekend of music here. And since I grew up, or been in the Hudson Valley, Woodstock region since 1986, it's very personal. It means a lot for me to be here.
Yes, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Where were you during the first Woodstock?
I was in vitro.
I love that.
Yeah. I was born on October 27th.
Mm-hmm.
So no, yeah, I was born shortly after the Woodstock concert.
Okay. And well, Woodstock was 69.
Correct.
Where did you learn to play guitar? How did you pick up a guitar? Where did that
Well,
come from?
this is a great question. My father was Murali Coryell, a very famous jazz guitarist known as the Godfather of Fusion. And so I grew up around him and people like Miles Davis and George Benson and Bernard Purdy. Just great music. Great music was everywhere. And I started out on drums when I was 10 years old. And I had some piano lessons, but I wasn't really mature enough for that. And then eventually, when I really got into the blues and the classic rock-based blues, and then discovering the roots of that rock, which was the real blues, that's when I started playing guitar when I was 15 years old. And then by the time I was 17, I could functionally play, most rock or blues songs. Jazz was a whole other story, but that wasn't what I was trying to do at that point.
Well, it certainly shows you're just exceptional. Exceptional.
Thank you.
I'm honored to know you and to be able to call you a friend. I really am. I mean,
Well,
it's just fabulous.
I would say that the bar was set very high in my family for guitar, having my dad and then my brother, who was a child prodigy from age 7. He had perfect pitch. He could play every instrument. And
Your brother
Julian, yeah. And so, and basically what it came down to was I had to find my own style of music, that I had to be motivated for me, not because I felt like I had to live up to a legacy, because that's there. Anytime you're the son or a daughter of a famous person, and your mother was in vaudeville, your grandmother. So it's like a legacy, and it's in your family. And I mean, I always looked up to those people because I knew they were important. And I always thought, I don't know if I could ever do that. I'd love to do that. I'd love to be part of that club, because it's like a club, this very tight-knit family kind of dynamic. And I tried out different things. I speak different languages. I studied political science and French literature and different things, but I got into a band when I first went to college in New Paltz, New York, starting in 1987. And I remember doing our first gig at Coochie's, which was a local bar on Main Street. And the four of us in the band called the Ambassadors, we made like $40 each. And we were so excited. We said, we're going to make it. We made it. And I'll tell you, there's some people that they get on the stage and they're terrified of it. And other people, they embrace it.
Yeah.
And they don't even want to get off the stage. And so I discovered that when I was on the stage and I felt at least some degree of confidence in what I was doing, I love this. This is where I want to be. Yeah. And then so your whole life it's working on your craft, both of your musical craft, whatever instrument you play. I also sing, so I work on my singing. I write songs, so I work on my songwriting. I play drums, I work on my drumming. I play bass, I work on my bass playing. And of course I play guitar, I work on my guitar playing. And I just try to have an overall concept that everything serves the music. There's no ego in music. Nobody's better than anybody else. In the general, I'm talking about on a human level. And I mean, my dad, Larry Coryell, used to tell me, be the worst person in the band. Play with great people because they're going to lift you up. So.
Well, I've seen you play, and I see you lift everybody around you up.
Yeah, that's my job, is to lift people up and bring energy and bring something different. And it's everybody's job in the band to do that.
Sure,
and
of course.
You have to know the music.
I see the way you do that.
You've seen me play
many
a lot.
times. Yeah.
And now you see me play in Texas and the East Coast. Because you came to my gig in Norwich, Connecticut the other night.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. And this is Julian over there, if you want to say hello to him. This is a little interview. Julian.
Julian.
Hello.
Yeah.
Let me pause just a second.
Yeah.
And you want me to grow when I show you.
Okay. So, after I just introduced you to my brother Julian, I will show you my latest CD here. It happens to, hey, that's just my t-shirt. It's called Made in Texas, and my father, our father, who was born in Galveston, Texas.
Hallowed be his guitar.
Hallowed be his guitar. Oh, there we go.
You guys are good.
See, when you get the family together, we start bouncing off each other.
Look out.
And so our dad, Larry, he passed away about 3 years ago. And it was a tremendous loss, of course. And then Julian and I, afterwards, we said, it's just you and me, bro, as far as carrying on in the guitar Coryell dynastic tradition. And so he always loved it when I went to Texas, because he was from Texas. And he would always say, boy, go get some of that good Gulf shrimp, stuff like that, if I'd go to Houston or something, or Galveston. And so he just loved, and he actually introduced me to the drummer, that Ernie. He introduced me to Ernie Durawa, because Ernie was, the Texas Tornadoes had just come out with that Live at Austin City Limits video, and it was on TV, and my dad said, you gotta check these guys out. And it was Augie, it was Flacco, it was Doug, it was Speedy, and Ernie, and Louis Ortega, And so, and now, I've played with all of these people now, and it's like really amazing. And so, this CD, because of my Texas connection, I've officially entered it for the Grammy Awards and the Blues Music Awards. And it's a long shot, but you got to be in it to win it. And I have been nominated for the Blues Music Awards before, which is basically like the Grammy Awards for the blues.
Yes.
It's their own thing. It happens in Memphis, Tennessee every May.
You actually have many accolades. Give us the list.
Well, I mean, I was just some years ago, I was inducted into what they have called the New York Blues Hall of Fame. So I'm very happy about that. And, accolades, they are what they are. I mean, I'm just glad that people like my, they don't just like my music. I have some really dedicated fans and that travel like miles to see me perform, and they sometimes set up their vacations based on where I'm going to be. And I have friends all over the world because of music.
Yes.
And now I'm with my brother.
I
with a
know.
nice
It's
big plate.
amazing.
Yeah. And salmon.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, and so we eat and we celebrate, and music, you know, it's just like all part of the whole thing.
Common denominator, music
Yeah,
and
yeah.
love.
It's like you bond. You eat, you bond, you know, you break bread, you play music, you respect each other, you live together, you love each other, you give each other space when you need it. You know?
You laugh, you cry, you set yourself on fire.
Yeah.
What? Okay, there's a story
You
there.
didn't hear that? No,
Do
that's it.
tell.
Yes.
Do tell.
I think it could be a Richard Pryor quote.
Do tell.
I laughed, I cried, I lit myself on fire.
I believe it is an ode to
It's an ode to
Mr.
Richard
Pryor.
Pryor.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Our dearly departed friend.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I know.
And I read his autobiography written. I told her. Yeah.
Oh man,
There's
what'd you
a
think?
Richard Pryor autobiography, and the thing that I remember, he says at the end of it, he says what life is all about is getting sunshine on your face,
Yeah.
basically.
With the glasses?
He kind of broke it
Oh, that's
down.
10. He's a tenor player. Yeah, yeah. So
Well, that's pretty
And
amazing.
I endeavor to get better as a musician, as a human being, as a husband, as a father, as a brother, sister to the world. Because music is a power to bring people together in such a positive way, and we are lucky and blessed. And the luckier you are, the more successful you are, the more humble you should be. And one thing's for sure, my wife Mary, who I want to thank, she keeps me grounded, and she helps me to become the best man and the best person I can be. One sec, Mary, just get in here and say
Around this
hi.
side.
'Cause your
So
phone- your
Mary,
phone's- your phone-
so
yeah.
then the fable is true that there is a good woman behind this man.
A better woman.
Oh, better woman to make a better man.
And to make it, to let you know the whole thing, she bought 2 pillows a couple weeks ago. One says Mr. Right, the other one says Mrs. Always Right. That's how it's summed up. Give me a gift.
Oh, sweet. And of course, you have a couple of sons.
Yep.
You want to?
One is here,
I'm walking away.
talking.
Okay. All right. How lovely. And there he is. Hey, Jackson. How are you feeling today? Are you
better.
better? Are you kind of thrilled that your daddy's here playing at Wood? Let him be who he is. Are you kind of thrilled that your daddy's playing here at Woodstock?
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah? You think your friends will be like, wow, man, your dad's at Woodstock? What
No.
do you think? No?
I think that they'll just be indifferent.
Indifferent? Well, to the music maybe. Yeah. What kind of music do y'all listen to?
I listen to music without lyrics.
Oh, cool. Like jazz or instrumentals, but
Instrumentals, yeah.
What genre?
Atmospheric music, really.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite collection or group?
I don't really have one.
Okay. So give me a few names that you listen to.
They're not even names.
Songs.
They're video games and movies soundtracks from those that I listen to.
Really? Which movies? Which games? I just want to know because I want to listen to them now.
Star Wars movies, Call of Duty games.
I haven't seen those. I love the ones, like those horror movies, and then you have like this angelic thing going, and then anyway. So, how exciting! Are you planning to be a musician, or are you a musician?
No.
No, not in that sphere of the world, are you?
Nope.
It's okay. What do you think? What do you think about when you think about what you're going to do when you're older?
I want to write.
Do you write now?
I've been trying.
Really?
Yeah.
So, what sort of things are you writing?
Star Wars stuff.
Oh, like a whole new Star Wars trilogy is going to come out of Jackson Coryell.
No, not really movies, just books.
Oh, good. So you have books? I have a publishing company.
I've not published anything. No.
But I have a company. I'm an editor. I'm a writer too. How much fun! Can I read some of what you wrote later? I'd love to. Okay, so we'll talk about that later. I'm proud of you. Give me 5. Okay. Thanks, baby.
When I grow with you and you want me to grow with you, when I show you and I don't need to show you, that makes me happy. Oh, yes it does. That makes me happy. Oh, yes it does. That makes me happy. Oh, yes it does. When I see you and you want me to see you, when I hold you and you want me to hold you, when